So, you want to be a monster hunter. And you've created your identity. Now you've met your handler.
Welcome to the next installment of Immortal Forge's Beginner Tips from a Beginner Monster Hunter World Edition. I am ShansImmortal, and for this video, I'm going to take you through the first steps to becoming a monster hunter. We will review what happens after landing in game, the locations in your first hub, questing, NPCs, and an intro to gear and crafting. Consider this a brief overview of what's to come, as specifics for each category I've mentioned will come in later videos. Let's get started. Now that you're ready to begin the actual gameplay, I recommend you keep the tutorial on, as it will go in depth for each new skill you learn. Once landing in the ancient forest, you're going to be following the handler through the woods, and the handler is going to teach us various skills. She'll teach you how to climb through narrow, debris-filled crevices, hide from monsters, and scale down vines until you reach your destination. As you enter Astera, your main hub for the base game of Monster Hunter, you will get a short tour and intro to some of the main areas of your hub. You'll talk with the commander, find out where you make weapons, and visit two areas you'll spend a lot of time at: the canteen and your living quarters. The canteen is where your handler sits. You'll get all of your assigned quests from your handler, and you'll also eat your meals here. You will want to remember to always eat before you head out for the stat boosts. Trust me, it makes a huge difference in health, attack, and defense, and will last the duration of one hunt or quest. Astera may be confusing at times until you get used to all the NPC locations. The easiest way, though, to get from one location to another is by using the lift. The lift is the set of chains that will bring you to whichever section of Astera you need to go. Use these instead of trying to navigate all the stairs. Your living quarters provides you with an item box where you can change your equipment. Later in game, you can also change layered armor, armor colors, and more. You can also change your Palico's armor. At the beginning, you won't have much, but don't worry, your Palico's armor is just fine for now, and you can change these things later on. Head over to the Palico. From here, you can change your handler's outfits if you have any. You can also enter the training area. The training area is a great place to venture if you want to learn a weapon and its combos. You can choose a weapon from the item box, and the screen will show you which skills you've used and what some of the combo moves are. You have multiple different barrels you can attack to test your skills. Try a few of the weapons and see what you like, and you can learn a new weapon if you want to take it out on a hunt. Your mission now is simple. Once you're ready, you and your Palico will head off to the first quest. To complete the quest, you will see your objectives at the top right-hand corner. Completing these objectives will complete your quest. Always be sure to hit up the supply box. This will contain everything you might need to complete your quest. Potions, traps, and other supplies are provided for you on top of what you may have brought with you. You can use these first instead of using your materials. This will allow your own materials to last a bit longer. Holding control and using your mouse scroll will scroll through the inventory on the bottom right. Here you can select potions or other items you might need to use during your quest. The items with the white flower on them are the ones you've obtained from the supply box, so you know to use those ones first. The green glowy lights called scout flies will lead you to the items that you can collect, footprints for monsters, and help guide your way to your quest objective. Make sure you collect any footprints, herbs, mines, or other materials along the way. Keep an eye on your scout flies as they will turn red to signal that you are in combat. Then you can complete your objective by slaying whatever monster or monsters listed in your objective. Make sure you collect any monster parts by hovering over the monster and clicking the button that allows you to collect them. You will slice out the parts and they will go into your bag. Once completing the objective, you will have 60 seconds to collect these monster parts before automatically being sent back to Astera. The last scene you will see before being teleported back is your rewards. This will show you what you've obtained for completing the quest, and this is on top of what you've already collected along your way. When you return to Astera, you will start seeing NPCs with yellow exclamation marks over their heads. Be sure to talk to them to accept their request. This is also how you will be introduced to new NPCs as you unlock them during the story. After your first quest, the Ecological Research NPC will be available, and you can begin that portion of your journey as well. This will show you your research levels for each monster you've spotted thus far. You increase this by hunting and finding footprints. You also have a monster field guide which will show you what research you've obtained from each monster. This will be helpful the more you research them. You will also have your provisions stockpile. You will spend a decent amount of your currency here, buying potions, bombs, traps, and ammo should you need it. Some of the other NPCs will give you optional quests or deliveries. These are in addition to your main story quests and usually involve obtaining an item. Doing quests for these NPCs usually unlock additional features for that NPC. For example, the canteen quests allow you to unlock other meals with different buffing capabilities. The next quest has you going to the smithy. If you have Iceborne, you'll be provided with the Defender armor. This armor will allow you to complete the entire base game of Monster Hunter World without the need to farm any monster over and over to upgrade your gear. This will last you until Iceborne. It provides a high level of defense and additional skills to help you along your way. This is also where you will forge your Palico's armor once you've gotten to that point. However, if you are looking at armor that you want to craft and notice that the materials are question marks, this simply means you have not yet encountered this monster, and they will show up once you have encountered them. You can also craft the Defender weapons for each weapon you want to try. If you, for example, started with chain blades but really want to switch to longsword, you can make the equivalent Defender longsword at the smithy. You will also unlock layered armor. As far as skins, transmogs, or costumes are concerned, layered armor is it for Monster Hunter World. You unlock layered armor by completing event quests during events or by completing other quests during your journey. It has no function other than making you look pretty darn cool. Some cool tips about the smithy: you can preview an item on your character by hitting N on PC or add it to your wish list by hitting R. Once you obtain all the items for your wish list, a notification will appear on the side and you can go craft it. Now that you've checked for exclamation points, you are ready to head out for your next quest. You will see now that you have optional quests and event quests also available. The optional quests are the ones you have picked up from the NPCs, and event quests are for whatever event is currently going on. You can continue with the story or work on optional quests in between. Do keep in mind, the optional quests will unlock items you need later down the road, such as mantles, canteen, and melder recipes, but we'll get into that in another video. You can also use lucky vouchers for additional rewards. It is ideal to save these for a monster you need specific items from, but you can obtain these lucky vouchers from your login rewards each day, so be sure to claim your login bonus when you log in. Once you've started a quest, you can fire off an SOS flare. This allows up to 3 other players to join you on your hunt. The SOS option can be found in your options. Keep in mind, the quest difficulty increases when a player joins, and the monster's health will scale to multiplayer instead of solo. If no one joins your SOS though, it will remain at solo difficulty. When doing assigned quests, you cannot send up the SOS flare until you have watched the cutscene for the first time. Once you have seen the cutscene, you can send for help. When defeating a monster, there are several things to look for that will help you. Keep an eye on the heartbeat monitor on the bottom by the minimap. The stronger the heartbeat, the more health the monster has. When the heartbeat is almost flatlined, that is a signal that the monster is closer to death or can be captured. A monster can become enraged, which increases their attack. A lot of monsters signal this with roars, fire breathing, or color changes, but you can also tell when the heartbeat on the bottom of the screen flashes orange. A monster is fatigued when they move slower, stand still, or fail at certain attacks. You can tell when a monster is fatigued by the drool dripping from their jaws. This is usually caused by depletion of their stamina. If it eats another monster or carcass, it can increase its stamina again and the fatigue will vanish. A monster can flee mid-fight like it's doing right now. They do this when you do enough damage to tire them out. This is a good time to heal, sharpen weapons, drink a potion, etc. If they are limping when they flee, the monster is close to death and can be captured. A monster can flee multiple times in a fight before you see the telltale limp. At times it will also go to sleep. If it sleeps, kill or capture it at that time. After the second assigned quest, you will unlock the Provisions Manager and the Resource Center. This is where you can select your bounties. Bounties we've already discussed in a previous video, but as a quick overview, these will be completed as you do quests, and you can continue to select new ones. These offer additional rewards and research points needed to craft items. You will revisit this area frequently to collect new bounties. Expeditions are heading out into the wild without selecting a specific quest. These do not have a timer after killing a monster, and you can stay out in the wild as long as you want. This time can be used to farm materials and are sometimes required to complete story sections. To leave for an expedition, simply go to the main gates and select your destination. Expeditions are also good for locating camps that are scattered throughout each zone. In addition, if you faint, or get carded as we say, it's okay. Unlike a quest that has a limit on how many times you can faint before failing the quest, expeditions do not. Speaking of carding or fainting, it happens. You will fail quests, but you can simply redo them or search for an SOS to join for help. And that will do it for the very first steps to take as a beginner in Monster Hunter World. As this series progresses, we will get more in depth on loadouts, weapons, farming, crafting, and more. So be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so you can keep up to date with each Monster Hunter video. You can also catch me being flung from monsters, carding, playing heavy music, making ridiculous jokes, and participating in general shenanigans 5 days a week, midnight Eastern Standard Time, on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/ShansImmortal. Also, check out my Twitter. I'll post artwork, Monster Hunter updates, and more shenanigans, of course. Thank you again for supporting Immortal Forge, a collaboration project between myself, ShansImmortal, and VanderForge. Until next time, happy hunting.